go, guys. Okay, 2 SS flasks. I should have bought more life gems. Sorry, I should have bought life gems. So I have fuck all. Oh no, wait, there's hope, there's hope. Don't need that. Am I just fucking blind? I'm just blind, that's all. Okay. Until other people start. Yeah. Is that everything? Yes, it is, or it should be. Okay. Just wait for a second. Right. See if anyone's interested. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. One viewer is just me. What? You can skip them. Get in the pursuer. Oh, it's under 70%. Should be okay with rolling. I think that's the best armor I have. Yeah. Where's Felicia gone? Where the fuck is Felicia gone? Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Oh.
Right, hold on. Jump on the screen.
It's good, man. More like the third, fourth area. Beating like 3 bosses already. But this one.
Soul.
Get your soul. Yeah, I'm just killing some time until Sean comes online. So I thought I'd do a little stream on. This is the only boss battle that's really giving me any trouble at the moment.
Sorry, my volume up on my TV and then the voice was coming through. Okay, so this is Dark Souls 2.
This is. Right then.
Full screen. Sick. Alright. So this is what it looks like. It's all, there's walls, there's bricks.
There's all sorts. There's people.
A guy there with a shield, messy hair. It looks just like it.
He's that's an AI companion you can summon.
Oh.
But I needed it for this boss, because this boss there's more than one.
No, I meant the regular guy. That looks like you.
Oh right. Oh cool. Cheers.
Hair's all scruffy, like it looks just like you. His hair's the same. That's so weird.
That's
right,
what
I guess
character
that's kind
creation.
of the point of having an avatar.
That is character creation for you.
Yeah. That is.
Alright.
Wow. Okay. So have you ever fought this boss before? That's
yeah. This is the one I've been stuck on for a good few goes already.
Oh, I see. So this was your first time going at the boss. On this occasion of playing the game, right?
Yeah. Earlier today, yeah.
So how was that? How was it? It was a shock to the system. Oh my. Oh my, they're big.
Yeah.
And they all have their own name. Oh wow.
They all got names. Oh, using S to recover life in this game, the animation is so slow.
Slow, yeah.
You cannot recover life in front of enemies.
Dark Souls 1, remember?
Oh yeah. You were there at the beginning. Oh man.
I blamed Dark Souls 1 for me not playing Dark Souls at all.
Yeah, back then.
Really put me off. Yeah, it really did. I was like, this is horrific. I can't do anything. Yeah. It's all changed now.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think Dark Souls 3 will be in the cards for me next year. Certainly, I was saying that to Luke. There's not many RPGs mainline coming that are worth giving a shout, you know?
Yeah, not really, to be honest. I can't think of anything. Nothing really springs to mind. Ooh.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
Something could be in development, because, yeah, when Bloodborne was released, a couple of months later, E3 happened, and Dark Souls 3 was already announced as a trailer. So yeah, they could be secretly developing something, because they were developing Dark Souls 3 really close to Bloodborne, so it's hard to say, but hopefully From Software pulls something out eventually.
Well, there was this Reddit leak, of course. Sorry, look on. Yeah, there was a Reddit leak about this game. I've spoke to Mike before about some sort of martial arts based game that they were creating in the format of like Bloodborne and Dark Souls, but using your fists and feet, of course. That was leaked some time ago. Apparently, that was legit as well. That might be their next project. They have also been on record saying the next project they're releasing, the next will be a brand new IP. So, but it will be, as they said, in the Dark Souls format.
Oh yeah, in other news actually, the Demon Souls, which came out in 2009, only now its servers are going offline. They're actually
interesting.
Yeah, so the whole Demon Souls 2 possible rumour, hard to say at the moment, but yeah, they've literally said, they came out last week and said, yeah, we're shutting down the Demon Souls servers in December.
Yeah.
So, who knows? It's hard to say. But hopefully by the end of the year, I don't know. I don't know if Sony have got any other events going on or what. Oh, I beat the boss. Nice. Didn't even realise.
So you beating the boss?
Hey, I didn't even realise. I just...
Didn't even realise. See, there you go. The magic of distraction.
Well, I got beaten. It beat me like 5 times earlier, so I took like an hour's break away from it, and then that was quite patient. Good. Pointless and short dwarf.
Right, well, I can't end the stream there. That's far too short.
It's not going to be a long one though. I'm going to move ahead a bit.
I don't expect
but, I didn't expect that to go so smoothly, to be honest.
About 5 minutes and done.
Yeah,
he's done it.
Yeah, it's done.
That's it. I think, as Mike can probably confirm, he was expecting that to go a little longer.
Yeah.
In order to kill time.
That went better than...
The one time you're not too best pleased with it ending quickly, but there you go. Soul of a nameless soldier. Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah, the fucking blob thing. The is it? Yeah, the big water blob, Umibozo or whatever. Is that it? Yeah.
Bongo.
Bongo. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just need to step away for like an hour or something, man, and then come back to it. Granted, though, I think that's the 4th boss so far in this game, and that's the only one that's given me trouble so far. Any real trouble. Back to Medulla.
Oh, it's nice and sunny. Well, that's just... wasn't expecting that.
It's actually one of the most positive and nicer looking hub worlds in the Dark Souls series.
Yeah, it looks like full of life. Despite there being no one really around. But
yeah. But that's okay.
It was once full of life.
It was. I'm slowly recruiting people who sell you sorceries and stuff, and magic and different items.
They sell you sorcery.
They do. They sell you all the sorceries. So here's a sorcery, mate. Take it.
So you've got, what's this, magic buns, fire buns, lightning buns.
But I don't use magic, so none of it's really for my benefit. But
right.
I need that anyway to get a trophy, to get all the sorceries and buy them all. So that'll be New Game Plus stuff.
Please tell me the trophy is called What Sorcery Is This?
I wish.
Is it not? No.
No.
I missed the boat on that one.
There's still time.
There isn't. There's no time, Mike.
What do you mean there's no time? There's plenty of time.
No, there's no time.
We got all the time.
No, we don't have time.
We don't have time, man. Stop fucking around.
Get that sorcery now. What can you actually do in the hub world beyond, like, upgrading? Is there anything else for you to do? It looks quite big.
You got a blacksmith.
Oh, okay.
He
That's
upgrades your weapons, reinforces your armor and weapons.
So you can't do it yourself on the fly then?
No, you haven't got a workshop or anything like that. You actually have to go up to a blacksmith in the Dark Souls games. And yeah, basically in the Dark Souls games you have to interact with a person to do any upgrades or anything. Whereas in Bloodborne they just leave you all the tools in the Hunter's Dream.
They just give you a table, mate, and an altar.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
Do it your fucking self. Even Golan was sitting in there at one point, just looking at the stuff, thinking, "Oh, I'm sick of this." That's why he was there, innit? He was upgrading his gear so he could fight you.
Yeah.
That's my theory on it now. Anyway, that's
He was
why
preparing.
He was in there. Yeah, he was sorting his stuff out. It makes sense, doesn't it? Why else was he sitting in there? Other than to say some spooky villainous shit, like, which is so unnecessary. Yeah, I like to think that's why he was gearing up. Oh, that's a. Oh, so they do this a lot in these games. Okay, they put like weird, awkward drops like that.
The only difference being from Dark Souls 2 below to previous games, the full damage is ridiculous in this game.
So that's not even possible then?
I haven't tried that yet, but I have upgraded a lot since I first tried it, and I died in one hit. But that leads to another area later on, but you do have to upgrade a lot to survive the fall. It's not as forgiving as Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne.
Right.
And then this dude... Yeah, I got a couple of people here. Most of them sell sorcery and magic. But there's a guy here who sells armor.
Hey, I was hoping you would come. Yeah.
Yes, he's not. Yeah.
Got nothing else to do, is it?
Nope. Always open for business.
Morglin, or was that Morton?
Morglin, I think. The armorer. Yeah. Quite a selection of armor and weapons as usual.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's about it in here. For now, anyway.
I've heard there's no abundance of armor and weapon choices in the Souls games. Is
Never.
That true?
It's true. Bloodborne had a trophy for getting all the weapons, because there really aren't that many weapons in Bloodborne, if you compare it to a Souls game. There's way more.
Yeah. Well, they all have their own unique like animations and transformations in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
You only have yeah, Souls games is more just two-hand it or one-hand it. That's what you get instead of transformation.
Yeah. And they all look a little different, but that's about it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, the Witcher's funny enough, quite like that as well. There's loads of swords, but they all do the same thing. Like, they don't carry a different animation. They just look different. And there's way too many as well.
Putting this guy, yeah, he's just a random guy. You can join his covenant. Gives you a ring that slowly gives you a HP back over time. But that's about it.
Right. That's pretty useful.
You get a trophy though for finding his covenant. And you finding all these covenants, you get a trophy. You don't have to join them, you just have to discover that there's a covenant you can join.
Right. And you join them, you get perks, of course.
Yes.
And you join one at a time as well.
What rings do I have on now, actually? Yeah, so these are my rings so far. Life ring raises maximum HP. This other ring raises stamina, recovery speed, blah blah blah, the usual lot. The usual good stuff.
The good stuff. top quality gear, mate.
Basically, what rings are, these are runes. That's what rings are in Dark Souls. They're just runes from Bloodborne. Add them on, and I think you only get 3 slots in Bloodborne, but in here you get 4 slots in Dark Souls 2. So you can have 4 rings equipped at a time.
Yeah, in Bloodborne there's 1 slot for the special rooms.
The Covenant, yeah, you're right.
Covenant rooms, yeah. And you get 3 regular slots. Yeah. That's how I had that tree head and all that shit yesterday. Jay was baffled by that.
All the DLC stuff right there, man.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I used that beast thing. I used the beast blood pellet, and I swear to God, it did fuck all. Like, it didn't...
Yeah, it's useless.
It doesn't... What does it do? It didn't make me attack any stronger. I was very confused by it. I
think it's to do with... Yeah, because when you get the beast claw, you can transform temporarily into a beast. I think it's supposed to be when you're in that form, they're most useful.
Hmm.
And we got a cat.
Yeah, I see the cat, yeah. It's not moving though. Oh, he's just conked out, like.
Yeah. So you can buy stuff from her. You can buy items from her, and you can.
Got it, yeah.
And you can see what covenant you're in at the time, and you can abandon covenants if you want. She's the only way to leave a covenant.
Through the cat.
Yeah. This.
Okay.
No real
What
explanation.
the cat's actually going through to have this done for you?
I don't know. This is.
You can make a fucking Go game out of that. Fucking.
Yeah.
Dark Souls Go plays the cat.
There you go.
And you have to go and like gain you have to get like the documents. The documents. That prove that you're part of the Covenant and steal them. So there's no proof that you're part of the Covenant, and then there you go, you're free. That actually sounds like a really good idea. let's put a petition for that.
Maybe one day.
I'll play that.
Oh,
they already did make another Go game, by the way. Mike, they made Deus Ex. As a Go game.
That franchise I never played.
Same. Looks about as boring as Blade Runner. And probably is. Yeah.
Most likely. So this is kind of
like futuristic future shite.
It's all over the place. Yeah.
Minority Report and like, it's whatever.
I don't mind the dystopian stuff sometimes, but
you know, I don't mind it. There's just too much of it.
Yeah.
Fatigued with it. So. No, Square Enix.
Yeah, so this is a weird one at the beginning of Dark Souls 2. If you enter this Covenant, this is basically hard mode. It makes the enemies tougher and your journey, more challenging.
Like more reward out of that?
I think you get more souls and items and stuff, but yeah, it's still a tough one for a first go. A first time gamer.
Right.
On this game, yeah, it's only for the people who really want to challenge themselves, so I might give that a go on New Game Plus, who knows. See how I feel afterwards. I think that's everything in this area at the moment.
I think you could play it a different way the next time, no?
Yeah, definitely.
Try out that magic, man.
Magic. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be magic. It looks good though. People who I've seen use magic in these games, but it's just not for me. Not many weapons at the moment, but I've only upgraded one anyway, my broadsword. That's all I'm doing at the moment. Medulla.
So does it cost quite a bit to upgrade stuff, or is it reasonable?
It's reasonable. I mean, I'm in like the 4th or 5th area. I'm already at level 60.
Right. Because I imagine you're changing your weapon quite a lot.
No, I've only been using the broadsword, but I've upgraded it to level 5. I've upgraded it, yeah, 5 levels I've upgraded it to.
Okay, because I assume that you'd find like stronger stuff as you play along.
The leveling up is quite balanced.
Okay.
I mean, I'm at level 67 already, and I don't even feel like I've gone too far into the game. It doesn't...
Too far.
Went too far! But yeah, I don't know, it only goes up by a couple of 100 points when you level up. It feels like a lot more. You need more souls or blood echoes in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 to level up.
Do you reckon that's because they tried to balance it with like the higher popularity of things like New Game Plus?
Maybe.
So
Plus,
you weren't too strong when you were moving into the next game.
True, that could be it. But also, what was it? Yeah, this is a joint production between From Software and another game studio. I think they're called Havoc. So this was actually a joint effort. Havoc. Or Havoc.
Oh god. They have involvement in the recent wrestling games, you know.
Oh really? That's why
I saw their name on the back of the cover and then they come up on the title screen and I was like, they've never been. This is the first year of new games.
Yeah, they've been around quite a bit.
They
yeah,
seem to be providing like technical. I don't know. They seem to be like dealing with like the graphic side of things.
Possibly.
Yeah, from what I can tell.
But this is why Dark Souls 2 is the black sheep of the Dark Souls games. In terms of there's a few differences to gameplay and stuff, but yeah, thematically it feels very different from Dark Souls 1 and 3.
Right.
They really branch away from the first Dark Souls game. Like they just claim this takes place like millions of years later after the first game. So they kind of go about their own, yeah, they kind of just go with their own thing here. But then Dark Souls 3 comes back and links it back to Dark Souls 1. So yeah, this is kind of why, story-wise, it is the black sheep of the family. The gameplay is a little different, but overall it's the same thing, and it's not so bad, so... But yeah, it wasn't From Software 100% on this game. It was Havoc as well.
This section right now, it just doesn't feel like the favourite of the franchise, I guess. What would you say is your favourite one? I mean, I don't know what your experience is of the first game, but going through two of them now, at least partially the list. What would you say?
I know a lot about one, and I've seen a lot of one, and I really want to play that. I do like what I see from one.
Yeah.
This game, gameplay-wise, this game's fine. Dark Souls 2 has been alright so far. The only thing about this as well, what I've heard and what I am seeing as well, is a lot of bosses, it's just generic big guy in armor for most bosses.
Oh really?
You get a mix of monsters. Yeah, this is the only thing I've heard. They look cool, some of them, but it's mostly just like, it's another guy in a massive set of armor. The first boss I fought was a giant, so fair enough. The second two bosses I fought were guys in armor, and that boss fight you just saw, it was 3 long, tall guys in armor. So, yeah, there is a mixture of monsters. There are a couple of monster bosses in here somewhere, but yeah, that was a bit of a complaint on terms of just boss design overall.
Yeah, see, I do myself. I say I like the big, you know, like maybe like yourself as well. Like boss, the big, you know, like as well. Look at Bloodborne, like being the different kinds of strategies you have to take with the bosses are completely different to the next one. They're not even like a rejigged version. You got a couple like that in the DLC, but that's forgivable. It's DLC.
Yeah, of course. But the Dark Souls 1, that's why I want to play it as well. I've already seen a lot of the bosses. There's a good mixture between monsters, you fight a dragon, you know, you've got guys in armor, Even Dark Souls 3, good mixture of monsters and guys in armor for bosses.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, Dark Souls 2 without a doubt, man. Just the black sheep of the family, I guess.
Did something strange.
But it's not my favourite, but I am enjoying what I've played so far.
Would you say when you play this for like hunting the, you know, going after the bosses, or is it just the general experience?
The general experience. The exploration hasn't been too bad. And yeah, no, enemies haven't been too strenuous. And if I need to, I've always normally got enough souls to level up. So balance-wise, it's fine. At least so far it is, anyway. Yeah, there is. I don't know how it works. I've only been able to summon in AI partners. No, actually, no. I have seen human players signs on the ground, just like in Dark Souls 3. Yeah. You went silent. You sound like you're talking to someone else, so I stopped talking. I didn't know you were... Cool. But yeah, there is co-op on here. I don't know how it works. I think you have to use an item that allows you to see other players' signs, because it's not like the bells in Bloodborne. You're right. Yeah, man, that shit's fucked. No point in doing the story on Neo co-op. Well, you can't anyway, but fucking joke. Yeah. Okay, again. I don't know. That would be, I guess, a bit of a compromise if you could do it all the way through New Game Plus, the story, cooperatively, but still, it means you have to go through the game yourself once anyway, just to access that ability, if that is the case.
Have you ever thought maybe that's what they want? Maybe they want people to kind of like force your hand to play it through once on your own.
Man up, man.
That sounds like that's what they've attempted to do without informing you of such.
Probably like we're sick of all these Dark Souls purist fans giving everyone shit, saying, oh, you're not a real gamer if you don't play Dark Souls. Dark Souls is challenging, man.
So now you don't have a choice. You must play it on your own one time, and then you can co-op as much as you like.
As much as you like. Worth a look.
If you can't, then that is an absolute piss take.
Absolutely. Can't even access the DLC at the moment. If that is what I read up though, and Ali, I don't know if you know this, but apparently you can only access this first piece of DLC on New Game Plus Plus. You basically have to complete New Game, and then on New Game Plus you get a difficulty level. You have to do New Game Plus on this new difficulty level, and only then in New Game Plus Plus will you have access to the new area of the DLC, which is an epilogue to the story, I believe. It takes place a couple of months later elsewhere. But fuck, just to access that, that's even worse. Wow. That's even more tedious than Dark Souls or Bloodborne. At least they give you the area right in the game from the get-go.
That's nonsense. That's fucked. I have no words for that.
Oh. That's what I'd be curious to know, actually. When you beat the final boss, do you get whisked straight into New Game Plus or not? Because Bloodborne, unfortunately, you get whisked straight into New Game Plus. Dark Souls 3, thankfully, they don't do that to you. Once you beat the final boss, they send you back to the bonfire. Then you can decide whether to stay in New Game Plus 3 and fuck about, or start your next New Game Plus. Kind of annoyed about that in Bloodborne.
I miss when you had choices in video games.
Yeah, right. Fucking knows where the days.
Bloodborne literally treats the player like it's like some serious shit going on. Like, you take this seriously, damn it. It's the hunt. Like, don't. Like, once you end the game, it ain't over for you. You go straight back to the beginning. Like.
Straight back. And the madness.
People will pay money for this, and they will enjoy it.
They will like it.
We do all fucking all of us like it. We have to, like, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's true.
It's mental torture though. But
that's why I got a massive surprise when I beat Dark Souls 3's boss for the first time, and I was like, oh shit, I haven't been whisked away to New Game Plus. I've actually got the choice to level up more if I want before going on to New Game Plus. So that was nice. That was quite nice of them, From Software. Suppose you shouldn't call it Souls or Bloodborne anymore, just call it the From Software game, for there is only one type.
This is true indeed. This is true indeed. So what is happening here? This stream?
Yeah, I'm pooped out on Dark Souls 2, mate. I'm not doing any more. Yeah, I need a new area on the horizon. That's going to be more exploration offline. But I'm not doing that today. I've tuckered out on Dark Souls 2. I'm playing a bit of Dark Souls 3 with Sean. Then I'm going to catch up on a bit of Dragon Ball Super and whatever else is on the cards, and that'll be that.
That'll be that.
That'll be that, mate.
Alright, what are you doing tomorrow then, mate?
I don't know yet, just staying in, probably, for the entire day. So I might be on in the afternoon. Probably tomorrow night.
Man.
For some chat. Yeah. I don't think Jamie's working tomorrow either, so he might be online.
Right.
For a bit of Bloody Born or whatever.
that epic mission we're going on.
Oh fucking hell. Ludwig.
Yeah, doing the whole DLC just so Jay can help me do this.
Helping someone on New Game Plus so we can get him to another player who's playing on New Game is a fucking